Good afternoon. We are in Pemberton. We've done a little skiing, so when we take off from Pemberton, we're going to go just a bit southwest over Whistler, and then we'll swing and head over to Calgary, because Calgary is close to Banff. And I don't know whether we're going to see Banff as we go by, see any ski runs, but that I think that's going to be the final spring skiing of this year in 2026. My God, here we are, 2026, and we're almost 10 years away from my birth date, 100 years. So let's get going. We'll see if the old F-15EX holds up for this run. That is the Caravan. That's Cessna Caravan. Looks to be. That thing will carry a load. It has a turboprop, but I'm far enough away, can't tell whether it's turboprop or not. And we're ready to fly, and we're gonna turn on the lights, otherwise we won't see very much. There we go. It's a pretty area. So we're going east. We'll change that. We'll keep this behind us. Let's see. We better, because it's going to be in the south, so we better get it earlier in the day, because we're going to turn southwest, and then we won't have the sun. See the lights, the light on the mountain there? That looks pretty good. So we should be able to swing left and see if we see Whistler, and take the brakes off, full throttle. Pemberton, BC. Alright, there we go. It wheels up and flaps up. And away we go. And, oh, look at the golf course right there. This is pretty. Pretty up here. I don't know what these mountains are called, but let's look at where we're going. And right down the chute here. We see Whistler to the left there, and there's a lake right there. So while there's no airport, there is a seaport. And we'll see. Look, it's just behind that ridge. Don't know what highway that is. And we'll see if we can see some ski runs here. So you get this back and coast in, so it won't make too much noise. Yeah, I see some ski runs. There's a lake for Whistler, and I can see the ski runs up on the mountain there, and there might be some ski runs over there. There we go. So that lake. You can land your seaplane right on that lake there. And there's the town of Whistler, and we go right up here, right up over the ski runs. And these are not the only ski runs here at Whistler. And then we'll head east. Wow, lots of beautiful peaks up here. Another beautiful lake. Yeah, beautiful area. Not quite Switzerland, but pretty cool. And we'll just keep coming around to the left until we're heading for Banff and Calgary. And it says it's 400 miles. So possibly we'll be able to see back at where we took off. We're maybe gonna be, looks like we took off, went right in that thing, and we'll know here because we'll see a lake there. So we took off close to that lake, I believe. It's where Pemberton is. Let's look just down here and see if this looks like Pemberton down. No, I don't see any airport down in there. So back up in that area we took off and went down around, right down around through that area right in there. Wow, beautiful area. 21,000 feet. Okay, we're still climbing. Get up. We'll put the sun a little bit in the afternoon. Oops, we don't need that. We'll go with this. And we'll put the sun a little later in the day. There we go. And 28,000 feet. Now we're gonna get the nose down and just go for it. And up in here, the Canadian Pacific comes up in this area and goes through an area called Kamloops, which is just to the north of us. Possibly that's it, right over there. We'll keep an eye out for that. That's an area for the northwestern Pacific. Kamloops probably was improved because of the railroad. And let's get down here. Yeah, probably this is where the railroad ran up this pass right here, right up to Kamloops. And that may be Kamloops right there. Now we'll see what the chart shows here. They're usually airport designations. And see what that, yeah, there's Kamloops. There it is, right there. So let's go back. And we're heading a little too far, so we didn't miss it by much, but we'll get to go right over Kamloops. Again, see where we are here. We'll put this up in the upper left-hand corner, and we can see that we're pointing right at it. So possibly the Northwest Pacific came up this pass here. Right up there. So when we see Kamloops, we'll go ahead and jump ahead. And let's see what we're doing here. We're up in the restricted zone. We're doing 2.11 Mach 2.11, and chewing out at 1261. So we're doing probably close to 1400 miles per hour. And that doesn't take in if we're picking up a maybe 100 miles an hour of winds, jet stream. So we're coming up on Kamloops. Look at that big long lake in there. That's probably where the railroad ran. That gives it a nice flat area to build a railroad along there. I don't know what river that is, but you can see how this runs around and down and goes on down to Victoria. Again, I'm not positive that's the route, but that's the way I'd guess. I'd guess on that. And then we see what's this airport right here. Revelstoke. I don't know what that is. And we can go ahead and And there's Knutsford. This is probably Kamloops right there. Kamloops Airport right there. And the town of Kamloops right under us. Right down in there, right along the river. Kamloops River. I don't know what the name of the river is. So, and then we have another area, Banff. So we'll kick ahead, go for the descent right there, and possibly we'll go right by the Banff, and that's the Canadian Rockies. Then we're over into the Canadian Rockies. But those mountains around Whistler were awesome. Okay, here we go, ready to fly. And I like some of these shots are pretty cool. We'll go ahead and let those load up. One more. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Ready to fly. There we go. And we got to kick in the afterburner. There we go. And what altitude are we at? We're at 29,000 feet. That's cool. We can get this out of the way. And we're on course here. And there's I gotta get the name of the Calgary. That's Calgary right there. We'll go ahead and click on that. Just to Calgary, Alberta. Okay, we'll get that out of the way. Oh, we're climbing. I wasn't paying attention. Push the nose down here. And a little bit of left turn. It's all right. We'll get up in the jet stream there. But we skipped ahead, and that'll save us maybe 10 or 15 minutes of flight time. And we'll look down the Rockies, and we'll possibly see Banff. Let's pull that in. Now we'll go ahead and do this, and we'll see what that says. That was that other thing. We don't know what that is, and we'll pull this along, and we'll see what that is right there. No, don't have any Banff there. Here we go. So Banff is just as we come out of the Rockies. Here now we're back down to 32,000. So I have my I think this is this center section. So we are looking at, and I'll go in. So just the other side here is going to be Banff, and we're going to go to the right a little bit. And so this is part of the Rockies. And yeah, I see Revelstoke now. And so that's probably 100 miles. And we'll see if we spot Banff. Here we go. Revelstoke. Then Golden is off to the left. I've never heard of Golden. I've heard of Golden, Colorado. Banff National Park is up to the left. I sometimes pronounce an M in there, Banff, but it's Banff, B-A-N-F-F. And so just past these Canadian Rockies, right at just when we run out of Rockies crossing them here, we get to Calgary. And where are we? 28,000 feet. And we'll see if we spot Banff in here. And I'm gonna zoom in and see. There it is. So there's a lake, the very telltale lake, right just past Banff. So we'll see if we spot the lake out in here, and that will tip us off that we're close to Banff. And the course is off to our right, so it could be right straight in front of us. Let's see. No, it's probably going to be off to the left a little bit. Maybe it goes right through there. So possibly these mountains. We'll look for that lake. I don't quite see him up there. Oh, there it is. There's the lake. There's the lake. So, and just to the left. So there's the lake right in there, and so Banff is, that could be Banff right in there. Right in there. It looks like some ski runs right there. So now we drop down into and so we'll get the chart up here, and this could be it off to the no, it'd be off to the right. Off to the right, and we'll get the chart up, and that will tell us directly. There it is, right directly ahead of us. And we'll start dropping down, and we'll get an idea of how far out we are. We're about 30 miles out, and a little bit of a right turn. And we can look back for a minute, back to where, see, there's that lake. So just past the lake, Banff is right up off our tail, up here by the compass rose. All right, now we're going to go in behind our tail and see if we see the airport. Make a left base for the airport. We're really moving out. Springbank. No, we don't want to go to Springbank. Imagine the airport's right off in there. We're moving in on it here. We're moving in. And now we're going to shut her down. And Springbank, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Off to the left. We're close. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get this going. And let's try one more time. So there it is. We just went by Springbank. Okay, about 10 miles here. We got the power back. We got to put the brakes on. There it is right there. It's right straight ahead of us. We'll go ahead and come downwind and come around and land. So let's try see what we get here. Calgary approach, nearest airport. Calgary International, Calgary Tower. So full stop.
Calgary Tower strike 90 is 7 miles southwest, 9,400 feet with Alpha to land.
There's
Strike 90
downtown.
Calgary Tower. Altimeter 29.92, wind calm. Make left base runway 35 left.
35 left. Let's see where we are. Should be right out there for us. Acknowledge.
Make left base runway 35, left strike 90.
And get that out of the way. And I think that's it right out there. I gotta get the chart up again.
Strike 90, wind calm. Clear to land runway 35 left.
Okay, I think I see it. Yeah, I do. Right there. Okay, wheels down, flaps down.
Strike 90, acknowledge last transmission.
Get on the tail. Acknowledge. Okay.
Clear to land runway 35, left strike 90.
Okay, get on the tail.
Calgary Tower, WestJet 25, heavy 8 miles southeast, inbound, Arnav Yankee runway 35, right approach. WestJet 25, heavy Calgary Tower.
Wow.
Altimeter 29.92, wind calm, cleared, Arnav Yankee runway 35, right approach. Cleared, Arnav Yankee runway 35, right approach, WestJet 25, heavy.
A little bounce. A little bounce there.
WestJet 25, heavy wind calm, clear to land runway 35 right. Clear to land runway 35 right, WestJet 25 heavy.
And we should be able to make a left turn here, get out of the way. There's one that goes over toward the terminal. We'll go ahead and take that one.
Strike 90, contact ground on 121.3.
Okay, and we'll do that while we're rolling because we don't have to worry about being hit. Because nobody can hit us. And we'll go find the
Strike 90, did you copy?
Yeah.
121.3, strike 90. Goodbye.
There's our bus. And we'll just pull in right here. We'll go up with the bus. We'll go up here with the bus. Taxi to parking.
Calgary ground strike 90, request taxi to parking.
Strike 90, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Golf Juliet Bravo Romeo Foxtrot.
Wow. Okay. I don't know where that is. But this looks
Taxiing to general
interesting right
aviation
here.
parking via taxiway Golf Juliet Bravo Romeo Foxtrot, strike 90.
It looks like fun down here. There's fuel. Let's go over by the fuel. And they'll send whatever help we need. whatever help we need, we'll get. There we go. There we are. Shoot, we almost don't need any fuel. That looks pretty good. Go inside, shut down. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it didn't peter out on us that time. I was kind of wig-wagging at the end there, trying to find the airport. I've never flown up here Calgary way. Let's go outside. There we go. Yeah, we'll look over this way toward the terminal. I guess that's the terminal over that way. Here we go. Turn the lights out. And thanks for riding along. We'll catch a rental, a car, and head for Banff. Banff. No M and an N. B-A-N-F-F. And a big lake up that way. We did spot that. Oh, look at, we're 35,000 feet here. Yeah, we're just to the east of the Rockies, the Canadian Rockies. Okay, thanks for riding along. Adios.